The Brooklyn Nets finally trade Kyrie Irving after demanded a trade request, and they obliged, and they sent Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks. Now I'm gonna break down how Kyrie Irving will fit with the Dallas Mavericks, but keep in mind this is more than likely a temporary thing. This is just basically probably just to close out the rest of the season. Basically, go as far as they can with Kyrie Irving. You know, being on that roster. But at the end of the day, to me, this was just a long time coming. Um, Based off what the owner did to Kyrie Irving, how could you even think that Kyrie Irving was going to stay there a long time? You know what I'm saying? A long time. How could you think he was going to stay and play for an owner and an organization that treated him the way he did, that help the media vilify him? And it goes just beyond, what happened with the tweet. This was just a long time in the making, where basically they didn't have his back and they didn't support his stance on taking the potion. And that's what this was all about in the first place. This, the owner went out of his way to plot against Kyrie Irving and undermine Kyrie Irving and not respect Kyrie Irving's beliefs and his decision not to, you know, take the potion, which they should have traded Kyrie Irving. They should have traded Kyrie Irving last season. That's all they had to do. When instead, the owner would not allow him to play. The management wouldn't allow him to play when they said, "Hey, you could play road games, but you just can't play um, any home games." But the owner sat up there and basically didn't respect his decision and said, "No, you're not going to play any games until you know what I'm saying, take the potion." And Kyrie Irving refused to take it. So the owner, based off the fact that he couldn't get Kyrie Irving to, you know, um, do what he say or do what he wanted, he plotted against Kyrie Irving. Joe Tsai plotted against him. This was, you know, well, I already knew this wasn't gonna work. And then the owner left Kyrie out to dry. He let he let all type of media circuits attack him. So let me ask you this: would you play for an owner that didn't defend you, that didn't have your back and say, "Hey, we respect our players' decision"? You see, that hockey team had that dude's back. The the coach, the players had that hockey player's back when he said, "Hey, I'm not wearing this rainbow colored jersey." But nah, not Kyrie Irving. You know, and the media couldn't wait to attack him. You had players attacking him, former players attacking him. But then the funny thing was, Kyrie Irving wasn't the only one that didn't want to take the potion. But due to the fact he was an NBA superstar, they went after him because it was easy and more convenient to thrash a black man. We all know how this works. And Stephen A. Smith, Malika Andrews, they couldn't wait to do it. Charles Barkley couldn't wait to do it. Shaquille O'Neal couldn't wait to do it. You even had Magic Johnson talking about Kyrie Irving. And to be honest with you, Magic Johnson was the last one to try to talk about Kyrie Irving. Now, ironically, the only one who kind of did defend Kyrie Irving not wanting to take the potion was Jason Whitlock and a few other people. And then the funny thing was, you had John Stockton, who was heavily against the potion, but nobody went after him. And then they like to play these games. They like to play these games and with us and try to say, "Hey, this isn't about race and all this kind of stuff." But then you had NFL players, Kirk Cousins, Carson Wentz. Aaron Rodgers, who flat out lied about taking it, and he only got 1 week of criticism. But then they piling on Kyrie Irving, basically slandering the man's name, basically, ruin his image, talking about teams should be hesitant to, what I'm saying, to take a chance on him. Talked about he can't be trusted to what? And trusted to do what? First of all, Kyrie Irving didn't create the controversy. The media created the controversy, and they pretty much made this all about him. And then Stephen A. Smith was slowly but surely admitting that he had some personal issue with Kyrie Irving. Slowly chipping away at Kyrie Irving, picking at him, throwing shade at him, whatever you want to call it. Then you had the panel of ESPN people attacking him, and Kendrick Perkins, of all people, Kendrick Perkins is beginning to become the NBA younger version of Charles Barkley. I don't blame Draymond Green for saying what he said about him. He beginning to become a true company man. But see, that's the thing when you work in media, when you have bosses that tell you what to say, you can't be yourself. If I own a major media outlet, I would let my employees say whatever they want to say, pretty much. Now, if they say something I feel like it may be irresponsible or offensive, I may just tell them they gotta apologize. But I'm not gonna censor or muzzle people or tell them to have a scripted based opinion of a hot topic that's going on and say you need to say what everybody else is saying. Join the pile on. And that's the problem that I saw with Kyrie Irving. I didn't like it. I thought it was BS. I thought it was complete BS. Now, I'm gonna talk about Kevin Durant and why Kevin Durant is probably will be leaving the Brooklyn Nets soon. If you Kevin Durant, the last 4 years have been just a nightmare for you. From some of the controversy that went on with you to just different teammates, um, you just gotta be like, wow. You just gotta be like, wow. But once again, the Brooklyn Nets could have solved this problem many moons ago. They could have traded Kyrie Irving at the beginning of the season. They could have traded Kyrie Irving last season. They put Kyrie Irving and went through all this controversy just so they can just trade him when he asks for it and pretty much devalue the man and basically mess with the man's money and say, "Oh, he's difficult to work with. He has a different type of attitude." So the mission is complete. But then again, the thing is with Kyrie Irving, somebody is going to take him because he's such a talented basketball player. Somebody gonna sign him to some kind of deal. He may get signed to a short big deal like a 4 year. He might get signed his next contract. He may get signed to a 4 year, $120 million contract. But is he gonna get like big money? Probably not. But Kyrie Irving is too good to not get another deal and be out the NBA because people see his talent and he's already won a championship. So there is value in Kyrie Irving. Like I said, he didn't ask for the controversy. They brought the controversy to him. And like I said before, why did they just only target him? So like I said before, Joe Tsai, he brought this on himself. And like I said before, I commend LeBron James for not playing in his stadium. Like, no, I'm not gonna play in your arena stadium. No, I'm not gonna help you make extra money watching me make history. Nah, No, I'm not gonna do it, dude. Not gonna do it. So shout out to LeBron for that. So, like I said, what was this all about? You did all this to Kyrie Irving. Like I said, you tried to humiliate this man. You tried to emasculate him. You tried to do everything to demean him as a black man and a man. You sat out there and personally attacked him, ran a smear campaign against him. Like I said, you didn't have his back. You could have let the man play, but you refused to let him play, and you sat him. And you think if you Kyrie Irving, you think he wanted to play for a dude like that? No, get me out of here. So you see, they got rid of him. Like I said, who would want to play for Joe Tsai after this point? For real. So I'm just keeping it a buck. But anyway, appreciate y'all listening. I'll be back with more later on.